Welcome to another edition of The Quest on Agidigbo 88.7 FM, where we go beyond the headlines to ask the questions that matter and bring you the answers that shape public opinion. I am Olu Okikiola. Today's edition will be slightly different. Due to time constraints, we'll be skipping the fact-check segment because we have a full house today with 4 distinguished guests joining us in the studio. So, it's 10 days to Osun election. Our focus today is Osun Decides 2026. We will be examining the political landscape, the choices before the electorate, and hearing directly from representatives of the major political parties. Joining us today in the studio are Prince Diron Odeyemi, the National Treasurer for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Mr. Ezekiah Oladele Bamiji, Deputy Spokesperson to the Governor of Osun State, Engineer Oluremi Omowaye, Spokesperson for Osun APC Governorship Campaign Council, and Dr. Mutiu Agboke, INEC Residential Electoral Commissioner, Ondo State. So I'm going to be starting with Dr. Mutiu Agboke, if he's ready for us. Is he ready for us? Okay. Since Doctor is not ready for us, let's just go straight to Prince Diron Odeyemi. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to The Quest. Yeah, hello. Okay, so now I have
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so let's have Prince, please. Let's have Doctor first. So after Doctor, we're going to have you, just so that it's well organized. All right. So straight to the point, Doctor. Doctor, are you with me?
I'm with you. I can hear you.
Yo, fantastic. So it's 10 days to the Osun election. That's the election we have before us now. So speaking to the topic that we gave you, which is the roles of the electorate, the politicians, and the political parties, as far as electioneering in Nigeria is concerned, of course, specifically because we have Osun election before us. So what would you say are the roles across these 3 categories?
Okay, thank you. And my regards to my good brothers and elderly brothers over there, Mr. Mowaye and Mr. Odeyemi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, let me say that for all the major stakeholders in electioneering, the roles of each of them, or us, because INEC is included, is so clear. Electorates are to ensure that they have their PVC with properly informed electoral education to go and cast their vote. Political parties are expected to engage in massive awareness, to be able to galvanize support, to galvanize, people to vote for them. That is also expected. Not only that, for the media, you're also expected to engage in massive voter education for the masses. And I think if all these are done together towards the election, everybody will have been properly informed. So INEC on his own part is to ensure that all the electoral activities have been carried out, proper monitoring is been allowed, people know what to do at one time or the other, so that there will be peace at the end of the day.
So, Doctor, last week we had Prince Adebayo Adewale in the studio, and SDP presidential candidate, and he said that in the 2023 elections that he contested against INEC, the opposition contested against INEC. He faulted 2023 election. So should we trust this same INEC with 2026 election, starting with Osun, and 2027 election next year, or a reformed INEC?
I don't know what you mean. What is important for INEC is that anytime election is conducted, steps are taken. Areas of inadequacies are identified with a view to ensuring that some of those entities, are corrected. So I think it's not, we don't need it to be going back. 2023 was in the past. Let us look forward to the next election. Some of those inadequacies here and there, I think I've taken note, and of course, some of them have been looked at. For example, look at the issue of our machines, the beavers, registration of, voters, collection of cards. All these areas of activity have been looked into, and I'm sure if there are issues, INEC will look into them for betterment.
If there are issues, INEC will look into them for betterment. Should INEC still be looking into them for betterment? Why not perfect everything before the elections? We've had 4 years of preparation.
Even as you are seated, you are not perfect. Even as I am seated, I am not perfect. The example I used to give, let me just give you today.
But we can have close to perfection, doctor.
Just hold on now. You ask a question, let me answer you. My wife is a doctoral student, and he has a lecture. He has done his slides. The time to present now came. As he pressed the button, the button refused to respond of the laptop. And this was a thing that we did together for everybody to see. So what I'm saying in essence is that a problem that you don't foresee can happen. Once they happen, it is for you to rise up and make sure that God forbid that there will be absolute situation.
Doctor, please move closer to your mic, sir, so that the audience at home can hear you clearly.
I'm here now. I'm close to my system.
All right, so go ahead, sir. Go on, sir. Go on.
So there will always be issues. We can't have a situation where everything will be. There will always be issues to address. There's no way.
Doctor, I hope this is not you creating excuses for INEC already in case of lapses.
I don't know what you are talking about. I've told you the reality. You have never organized an election.
I have monitored several elections, doctor.
But you have never organized one.
We are always on the field. We know what happens. We know what goes on.
You have never organized one.
So,
I'm telling you,
doctor, are you assuring us?
So hold on. This your narrative of everything must be 100% perfect.
Perfect, doctor. I'm saying close to perfection. We see how other advanced countries organize their elections.
The responsibility of election management body is when there are issues, they should rise up and address those issues.
Okay, thank you so much, doctor. So that shall be the size of your segment. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome, Prince Durandeyemi. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, Prince. Can you hear us? Hello, Prince. I don't think you can hear. Okay, hello, Prince. Good afternoon, Prince. Prince, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I hope it's not going to take much time.
No, it's not going to take much time.
Okay.
All right. So straight to the question of the day, Prince. Was the decision of Osun PDP to not field a candidate strategic, or the result of internal and legal crisis?
Thank you very much for the question. And I'm sure you are a Nigerian and you are a reporter. As at the time, because of which Osun State election is coming up in August, and we had our crisis. Hello?
We are with you. Go on, sir.
Okay. So our party is emerged in crisis. Several court cases that we knew or we were not aware when it will end and where it will end. You will recall that at the end of the day, we ended up at the Supreme Court. And by the time we got the judgment, from the Supreme Court, virtually all our governors have left the party simply because during that crisis, one of the requirements of INEC is that the nomination of any candidate must be signed by both the chairman and the secretary of the party. But in PDP, we have the secretary belonging to a faction and we have the chairman belonging to another faction. So for the Adele case, the right thing for them is to leave the party so that they will be able to contest election under a political party, and they decided to choose Accord. So by the time we finish our court case through the Supreme Court, the INEC nomination exercise perhaps definitely have closed. So we couldn't feed any candidate. But that is not to say that when it comes to the general election, we don't have candidates. We have candidates.
Oh, okay, and I know that you have candidates in Oyo State already. Could you confirm that?
Yes, we have candidates in Oyo State. Even in Osun, we have candidates for senatorial and other elections.
But not for gubernatorial.
Not for gubernatorial.
So as far as Osun 2026 is concerned, is PDP remaining neutral, quietly backing another candidate, or adopting a broader political strategy? Walk us through, Prince.
Governor Ademola Adeleke's soul and spirit are in PDP. It's only his body that is in Accord Party. So we see him as one of us. We know that he went to Accord simply because of the exigency of time and because of the crisis in PDP. So we had no choice, naturally, to adopt him and to support him.
So PDP is aligning with Accord as far as 2026 Osun election is concerned.
Accordingly, PDP is supporting. The PDP is supporting Senator Nuruddin Ajumola.
So are you saying, because you said earlier that he moved, his soul is still in PDP? Is he going to move back to PDP after he has used Accord to win the election, or?
I can't answer that for him. That is left for him to decide. When we get to the bridge, we know how to cross it. But as it is now, it is the election that comes first.
Oh, okay. So you are hoping that the governor, the incumbent governor, his party will be the one to win the coming election.
By the grace of God.
All right. Thank you so much. That's going to be the size of your package. This is Prince Diron Odeyemi, the National Treasurer for the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Thank you for coming, Dr. Prince.
Thank you very much for having me.
So let's go for a quick commercial. When we are back, we're going to have the representative of Accord and the representative of APC Osun as far as their election is concerned. Thank you. We shall be back.
Mode. 88.7 FM.
Ọmọlá travel and tour. Ilé iṣẹ́ tó ń kọ́ni ìrìn àjò lọ sókè òkun pẹ̀lú fọkànbalẹ̀. Ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run àtàlùbáríkà lójú. Lèyí tó Ọmọlá travel and tour fi ń kọ́ni ìrìn àjò lọ sókè òkun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ látìgbà tó ti ń fàwọn ìkọ́ni ìrìn àjò lọ sókè òkun jẹun kò fọ́ máa lọ́wọ́ rí. Léyìí tó mú gbogbo ènìyàn lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn. Pẹ̀lú àlàálẹ̀ àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n bá fún yín. Ẹ̀rù gbọ́dọ̀ bà yín má torí pé wọ́n gbàṣẹ́ gbòǹtẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà àti lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà. Àtìlẹ́yìn àǹfààní tó wà lọ́dọ̀ Ọmọlá travel and tour ni wípé ẹ tún lè sanwó ọ̀hún díẹ̀díẹ̀. O ti wá fẹ́ lọ kàwé ṣiṣẹ́ tàbí ìrìn àjò afẹ́ lọ sókè òkun láwọn ìlú bíi Amẹ́ríkà, Canada, Europe, Australia, United Kingdom. Àǹfààní tó ti fìdí kalẹ̀ sí iléeṣẹ́ Ọmọlá travel and tour. Ẹgbẹ́ra òdòlú iléeṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní. Number 114 Ọmọlá Plaza Lẹ́kan Alabi Street, Àbáyọ̀mí, Ìwó Road, Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08079851232. Ọ́fíìsì wọn lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà. Locum Louisiana, United States of America. Ọ́fíìsì wọn tún wà nílùú Àkúrẹ́ ní Ọba Adéṣídà Road, ọjà Àkúrẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n tún wà ní Fákúnlé nílùú Òṣogbo. Ọmọlá travels and tour. Ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ìrìn àjò ẹ̀yin oníbàárà wa ló jẹ wá lógún.
ọ̀rọ̀ ìdìbò tó wà ńlẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa ni kò sẹ́ni tí ò kàn nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá kàn sáàsùn yóò kàn síbí ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá kogójì yóò kàn ọdún ohun tó bá kan abọ́yadé ti gbogbo ọlọ́ya ni gbogbo ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ò nílé lóko lódò lẹ́yìn odi nílẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ ni àbí lókè òkun àgbájọ ọwọ́ la fi sọ̀yà lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńlẹ̀ yìí o ká lè gba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kalẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ jẹ́ a jọ darapọ̀ nínú àkójọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó ń fẹ́ rere ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ eléyìí tá a pè ní Oríyọmí Grassroots Mobilizer OGM káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé kò síbi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ti lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ lọ sójú òpó ìtàkùn ayélujára tí ń jẹ́ www.oriyomigrassrootsmobilizers.com.ng ẹ forúkọ sílẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ gbogbo ìbéèrè tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ẹ béèrè ńbẹ̀ á sì dá yín lóhùn á dáhùn ìbéèrè yín láì fàkókò ṣòfò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí www.oriyomigrassrootsmobilizers.com.ng lójú òpó wa OGM ọmọlúàbí pọ́nbélé ohun èèyàn lóhùn Ọlọ́run.
a ti ń retí ẹ̀ ti pẹ́ gbogbo wa la ti ń fojú sọ́nà pọ́jọ́ wo ni ó dé ìgbà wo ni ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ó ti dé o Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́ ọmọlúàbí pọ́nbélé ohun èèyàn lóhùn Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo wa la panupọ̀ tá a pè mí pọ̀ tá à ń fojú sọ́nà sí ìjọba rere kọjá ìjọba tá a dá dólówó tàbí tá a dá dáwọn èèyàn pàtàkì láwùjọ wa gbogbo wa pátápátá la pàtàkì Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́ ó ti tó àkókò báyìí fún èmi àti yín láti download Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́ app lórí Play Store àti Apple Store wa àkókò ti tó ẹ mú fóònù yín ó yá ẹ tẹ Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́ sórí Apple Store àbí Play Store yín ẹ download ẹ register ṣùgbọ́n o ẹ má gbàgbé láti gba ID card yín jáde lórí Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́ app ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun Oríyọmí Hamzat lórúkọ mi ìkan parapọ̀ ìkan mọ́lé èrùn parapọ̀ èrùn màgìyàn àìrìnpọ̀ ní jọmẹjọ níyà tọ́ka bá ṣáájú típa mọ́lẹ̀ tẹ̀lé tí ṣèbí wa ń wọ́ ruru bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ta ni ọ̀dọ́mẹjọ lọ́nà àgbájọ owó la fi sọ̀yà ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àkókò ti tó mẹ̀kúnnù ṣetán àwọn náà fẹ́ ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ lónílé lálejò lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin ọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà tó o bá ti pọ́ ọmọ ọdún 18 dáńlódù Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́ lórí Apple Store àti Play Store rẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kó o tẹ̀lé gbogbo àwọn ìlànà tó wà ń bẹ̀ kí wọn náà di kan nínú àwọn tó ń béèrè fún ìjọba àwa ara wa èyí tí ó ṣe tonílé tàlejò láǹfààní nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Ọ̀yọ́ ń pè ọ́.
ọmọlúàbí pọ́nbélé ohun èèyàn lóhùn Ọlọ́run.
Akidibo 88.7 FM.
Welcome back to The Quest on Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. You can also join us on Facebook live at Agidigbo 887 FM online. So welcome Mr. Ezekiah Oladele Bamiji.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. So let me start straight with you while we wait for Mr. Omowaye. As the spokesperson for your party, to make a case to the people of Osun State, let's say you have 10 minutes, why should the people of Osun entrust your candidate for the second term with the mandate to govern? Beyond campaign promises, what qualities, track record, and policy agenda distinguish your candidate from the other candidates?
Yes, thank you very much, and good afternoon, Nigerians. You have heard, you might be watching out at this hour. Yes, in Osun State, we have history. The people of the state have been able to navigate between the two major political parties before now, the APC, the PDP, like our leader, President Odeyemi said earlier. So, out of exigencies of situation and time, the PDP here metamorphosed into the accord. So,
So in Osun, we have PDP Accord, just like we have PDP APM in Oyo State. Is that what you're saying?
No, we have accord here because accord is the one that will be on the paper, on the ballot paper. So don't let us confuse our audience. We have accord as we speak. We have just few days to the election. So what I'm saying is that people have been able to see through the policies, the agenda, the performances, the deliverables delivered by the two.
Speak to those deliverables specifically.
By the grace of God today, Governor Ademola Adeleke has been able to change the face of governance in Osun State. You come to Osogbo today, you will not, if you are an indigenous of Osogbo, you might be missing your road. If you have not been here for like a year back in the health sector, our governor has been able to perform so excellently such that he's been adjudged the best governor in the southwestern part of the country, especially in the area of primary health care centers. And you will agree with me that this is the sector that is closest to the people. And you come to the welfare of our workers who have been living in hell. In every of that they were living in hell before the advent of the position of our dear governor. Before we came on board, before His Excellency came on board, the past APC administration were owing our workers butchered salary of over 33 months, and our governor as a candidate then in 2022 promised them that it is a sin. That is the word of Mr. Governor today, then, that it is a sin for any employer to punish any of his employee with the wages he deserves. And if he promised that as soon as he's voted into office, he was going to begin to offset, according to the agreement entered with the labor leaders then, and he has been fulfilling that promise. Today, our workers are not just receiving their wages and salaries as necessary, but is also paying the backlog that was almost written off by the APC administration before we came. In fact, at the election debates of one of the national TV in 2022, the then governor, Olu Okikiola, who is now leading the APC today in Osun, he was there on national TV, accusing our governor of telling the world lies, that it was almost impossible, it was impossible, practically impossible to pay back those wages. But His Excellency has lived up to his own word. He has proven Mr. Olu Okikiola wrong, and today our workers can see the difference, and that's why I mentioned that our people today can see the difference between the two political parties. Today, in our education system, before we came on board, Osun State, as far as the secondary education ranking was concerned, especially in the WAEC and NECO, we were toe-to-toe with other so-called educationally disadvantaged states in Nigeria. We were on the 33rd position. But today, Osun is ranked 7th in the whole of the country, due to the ingenuity, due to the pragmatic interventions of His Excellency in the education sector, not just the primary or secondary sector. Just of recent, in the Osun State University, His Excellency commissioned gigantic projects, lecture halls, laboratory, science laboratory in both in both Osun State University and that of the University of the newly established University of Ileshan. That university, you will remember, was also established by His Excellency. So in so many
But APC has accused that even the students of the workers cannot go to that university because it's not affordable. So of what essence is the creation of that university if the children of the workers cannot attend?
That is the word of Allah in Councils in Yoruba. Pardon my language, because they were there. They had the ample time and opportunity to establish that university, but instead of doing that, when they were there, they were using it as a kind of baiting, foot baiting, especially from the people of Ijesaland, assuring them on the eve of the 2022 election that they were going to establish the university just as they did, prior to the tail end of their government.
That's HOB. That's not the allegation, sir. The allegation is it's not affordable.
I'm coming to that. Today in that university, you have the tuition. There are some courses that are tuition free, including that of the agriculture, including that of the education. They are out. You can fact check what I'm saying. They are tuition free. There are some courses you cannot but pay for it, like the law students, like the medical students. Those are the major two courses that they are shouting about. And even at that, the payment being made by the students of these courses in that university are even not just.
Okay, HOB. You have made your point, sir. You have made your point. So on fact checking, I'm sure the APC spokesperson will be doing that for us. So let me quickly bring him in. Engineer Oluremi Omowaye, welcome, sir.
Welcome. It's very welcome.
Hello, engineer. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. So the Osun electorate have options before them, engineer. If you had about 10 minutes to convince them, as we speak on this show, why should they choose your party's candidate over every other candidate in the race?
Okay, thank you very much. I greet everyone at home. One, the level of decay in Osun is alarming. Osun had accrued over 1 trillion naira in terms of revenue, and we're going to have something significant to show for it. So first and foremost, the governor came in, sacked 1,500 teachers. Today, the number of teachers we have in all our schools put together, they are less than the number of teachers in some local government. He talked about University of Malaysia. For law students, they pay 1.5 million naira. That's the most expensive government-owned institution in Nigeria. So under the governorship, under the administration of Ambo, if elected by God's grace, education will take will pay more attention to education. More teachers will be employed. Schools infrastructures are in shambles. One of the pride of where I come from, Ijeshaland, is Initial Grammar School. They have just one English teacher. The entire Atakumosa East local government does not have a single physical government teacher. Atakumosa East has 84 schools. Out of that 84 schools, they have just 97 government teachers. So under Ambo, education would take priority. In the area of healthcare, it's also sad to note that recently National Health Care Primary Care Board came up with a statistics showing Osun as the state with second highest number of abandoned primary care centers in Nigeria. This is not acceptable. Doctors were sacked. The health insurance scheme, they are supposed to support the health scheme of the state. They are building event center. The last administration left 35 ambulances. Today they have just 5 functional ambulances. So under AMBO, healthcare will take priority. Doctors will be employed, and our healthcare systems will be put in proper perspective. No state can go without industrialization. 3.5 years ago, the governor traveled to Thailand and claimed he was bringing investors. 3.5 years after, we have not seen any investors. So under AMBO, we are going to have industrial parks. Workers, there will be genuine attention on industrialization. Some months ago, we all heard of the evidence brought out by Sir Libotin, a consultant the government himself employed to verify the staff record and to carry out staff audits. The consultant came and said they were spending 13.7 billion was being paid to both workers every year since Governor Adeke became governor. Under AMBO, resources of Osun will be judiciously used. When Osun was having the challenge of half salary, AMBO came in as Commissioner for Finance and stopped the issue of half salary. Under AMBO served as Commissioner for Finance. We did not borrow a kobo and we were able to pay back at 7 billion as debt. So if AMBO becomes the governor of Osun, resources of Osun will be judiciously managed. I'm sure it will also amaze you to note that in the governor's office from the 3.5 years audited reports, about 92 billion is spent on running of the governor's office. That same 3.5 years, just 7 billion has been spent on agreed by the governor. Another shocking one is there's a chart one of our associates released a few days ago of infrastructural spread. We discovered that 71% of infrastructural spread under Governor Adeleke is from just 2 local governments, where it comes from. 71%, where local government as Osogbo and Olonda have less than 5%. Osun at the moment is building the airport with the longest runway in the world, 5.6 kilometers. And the question is, what are we doing with a new airport of 5.6 kilometers? That's the longest in the world. The longest runway in the world in Nigeria at the moment is Ogun State International Airport, which is 4 kilometers. Governor Adeke is building a 5.6 kilometer airport. And I want to also say this, that this 5.6 kilometer airport is being done at 130 billion naira. And let me shock you, it was awarded to an interior decorator, a company registered as interior decorator, Shointi Global Nigeria Limited. I also want to tell you that infrastructure projects under Governor Adeke, apart from the fact that they are ridiculously expensive, they are also awarded to substandard contractors that do not even have anything to do with construction. I'm sure you will hear some weeks back, a flyover was commissioned in Osogbo. 2 weeks after, a significant portion of the flyover collapsed. They have done like 3 maintenance in the last 2 weeks. They commissioned a road in the Laila Township road that was also awarded to a clearing and forwarding agent. The road was commissioned about 2 weeks ago. As I speak, they started rehabilitating, doing patching on a road that was awarded, that was commissioned 2 weeks ago. So under AMBO, projects of such will be given to reputable contractor, and project will not just be lopsided to one town, one city. Projects will be given to contractors that are qualified and seasoned. And under AMBO, the project will not be done in secrecy. Most of the things they do is in secrecy. When they do project, they don't even have projects board to show this is the name of the contractor. But for the e-procurement portal, we wouldn't have even gotten the name of some of the contractors. So I want to assure you, under AMBO, commerce and industry will also be prioritized. Do you know under Governor Adeke, no single market has been rebuilt in Osun? We are going to prioritize that under AMBO.
Okay, Engineer Oluremi, because of the want of time, we have to go on commercial now. There are so many things, allegations you have made, and I'm sure that Mr. Oladele would have responses for some of this. But when we are back, stay tuned.
88.7 FM.
Èwo ni ká fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ àtàbí múra ká mọ̀ káyà òkè ká fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ládàá ní Mọ́kà tàbí Mọ̀dínà kó wá mọ̀ tún jálàṣe pé lẹ́yìn owó gọbọi iléeṣẹ́ Ajmaku Travels and Tours ní kẹ́ẹ̀jẹ́ àjọ bádòwòpọ̀ kájọ sàràfà ohun tó dá mi lójú ni mò ń sọ bí ìdínlá. ẹ má jẹ́ wọ́n gbé yín lámbà. fúnṣẹ́ àjà ti múra aláṣẹ pé pẹ̀lú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ bí iléeṣẹ́ Ajmaku Travels and Tours bá làwọn dáṣọ fún ni tọ́run wọn ni ẹ wò ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run la fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ ẹbí àjọ alálàájì nákànlérè àtàwọn alárànfà wa lọ́dọọdún aníwèé ẹ̀rí àyátà.
gbogbo àyè tẹ́ ti gba aládà àti làádà lákòóyín dé.
oúnjẹ tó dúró re. ibùgbé tó súnmọ́ haram ẹ lè sanwó díẹ̀díẹ̀ tàbí lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ hajj ti kú òǹtà àtijọ́ o gẹ́gẹ́ bí ilẹ̀ Saudi ti fi lélẹ̀.
ẹ kàn sí wa
ní OTM Islamic Center opposite Town Hospital New Ife Road Ìbàdàn tàbí OTM Central Mosque Bolúwàjí Lagos Ìbàdàn Expressway
08032848410 08055447258.
Haji Makbul Ajam Umrah experience with ease, comfort and sunnah.
Benefit, reward, values of Africa. Everybody join the world.
àǹfààní àti èrè ló máa jẹ́ tiẹ̀ lóṣooṣù tó o bá lè darapọ̀ mọ́ Values Circle Africa. ṣé o mọ̀ pé tó bá ń gbègbèsè ayé ìlera èrè ńlá ni láàyè ọ̀tọ̀ nítorí ìlera lọ́rọ̀. gbogbo ìgbà tó o bá tó wá rajà lọ́wọ́ Values Circle Africa o kàn máa sọ àlàáfíà ara rẹ dọ̀tun nìkan o tún mú ìgbélárugẹ bá ayé ara rẹ ni. nítorí bó o ti ń rajà tó péye tó sì lérè lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ̀bùn tún wà fún ọ lórí ọjà tó o bá rà lọ́dọ̀ wọn. ẹgbẹ̀rún 45 náírà ni wàá fi darapọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wọn ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n sì ń gbòòrò sí i. Values Circle Africa ló ń ṣe ìgbélárugẹ àwọn oògùn ìbílẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ewé àtegbò ṣe nílẹ̀ Áfíríkà. fẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè 0901-227-3075 tàbí 0707-653-5189 àti 08062841295.
It was some weeks ago that those stubborn mosquitoes bit you. I remember. And now the symptoms? See how you're shaking like a leaf in Hamatan. And your temperature too is so high. You've been quite dull and haven't been eating well lately.
It feels like malaria symptoms, but I cannot afford to be knocked down now. I have a lot on my plate.
Then let us treat it immediately.
You're right. But which anti-malaria do we use this time?
Not to worry. The pharmacist gave me Linsonate soft gel the last time I had malaria, and it was very effective.
In what?
Linsonate soft gel. Let me go get it.
Stop malaria before it stops you with Linsonate Soft Gel, a product of Lean Edge Pharmaceuticals Limited. Available in pharmacy stores nationwide. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor. Linsonate Soft Gel. Live healthy. Enjoy your life.
Live healthy.
Enjoy your life.
Akitibo 88.7 FM.
Yeah, welcome back. 130 billion project awarded to an interior decorator, as well as substandard road project. HOB, what do you have to say about those allegations?
Well, that is a statement of frustration from a kind of opposition that does not have anything to campaign with. Like I mentioned earlier, by now, we should be able to be building on what they supposed to have done as government of 12 years of government of APC in Osun State under normal circumstances. The governor will not come and start to look like starting from the scratch under normal circumstances. If there have been an
the question is, were projects awarded to an interior decorator?
There's nothing like that. If you have a complaint, there will always be several objects you will list as a complaint. Some of these things are just baseless noise, just to crave for necessary undue relevance. This project have been well delivered. There have been nothing like that, and a project awarded to interior decorator, so as far as I'm concerned, it's just a bit of current week kind of Nigerian enterprises.
So what about the substandard project?
There's nothing like substandard projects.
We saw videos. HOB.
It was you should help us asking. We suspected sabotage on that project. It's all right. We really know what happened. We suspected them as saboteur agents, but today the same thing has been. It is not as if the main bridge, this bridge was talking about. It wasn't as if it was the main bridge. It was this artwork leading to the bridge. If you know how these things are constructed in the construction, is an engineer and you understand this. It's not as if the bridge just collapsed. It was just a portion, just a little portion of the artwork that was punctured and water was allowed to sink in. And
HOB, when you say it's a saboteur by who?
By the ABC, but we are not, some of these things I don't even want to discuss because we are not bothered. We are our engineers.
Engineer Oluremi, do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, let me respond to this quickly. I'm sorry to say this. I'm a major stakeholder. I'm from Osun. That guy talking is not from Osun, so he's not a major stakeholder. It's an insult. You awarded a project to Soiti Global. I quoted the name of the company. I expected him to now he's trivializing it. You awarded an airport at the rate of 130 billion to a company registered as interior decorator. The flyover is talking about, let me even give you this. Our father, Reverend Father, Olubadan, Sabisi, was supposed to come and commission the bridge. Because Olubadan was an engineer. When he got the information of how poorly that bridge was constructed, it did not come. 2 weeks after, they have repaired that bridge 3 times. The first one is the ramp. And because it failed compassion test, it was not compacted to 100%. So it kept it. You came and you changed it. Just 2 days ago, that bridge, some part of the bridge was clarified. Just 2 days ago, we have video evidence, and you are trivializing this. Iwo was awarded to a company registered as clearing and forwarding agent, not Iwo Ila. Ila was commissioned 2 weeks ago. They already have failed portion. They are now repairing it. It is embarrassing. The Iwo Township Road was also awarded to Soiti Global. The Lameko Bridge was awarded to Kingsley. So we are not saying things just to blackmail the governor. We are saying how on earth will you award an airport to an interior decorator? Then what does Osun want to do with a 130 billion airport to achieve the longest runway in the world? It is criminal. Also asking, will he deny the fact that they brought the consultant? They were not that brought the consultant. And the consultant said, since Adeleke became governor, he's been paying 13.7 billion to go for worker. So these are embarrassing situations. I'm a stakeholder. Also belongs to us.
HOB, so these are evidence-based allegations.
My brother, I want to volunteer myself that perhaps when you have the time, when this Noble station has the time, you can come around. I will take you around some of this project is talking about.
We are going to be at Osun. We are going to be in Osun tomorrow.
Yes, they have been boxed to a corner, and I want to. He has been fond of this allegation. He's been raising against me whenever we meet on a debate like this, on a talk show like this. That I'm not from Osun, and so I want to tell you, I put it to him that if he has been faithful to the progress, to the spirit of this creation of this Osun state, perhaps the state will be better today. I want to tell you this, and I'm not missing any word about it. If APC is today struggling to make any headway in any election today, this man you see here is part of the cause, it's part of the architect of that problem the party is facing. He Omowaye, has 800 million naira project hanging on his leg that if he was paid as a commissioner for science and technology where he was supposed to purchase.
Oh, that are you alleging him? He's right here.
I'm not. I don't. I'm saying it to his face.
Engineer Mowaye, do you want to quickly respond to that?
I'm just saying that to buttress my point that if
that you have 800 million hanging on your neck.
My brother, because you have asked him direct questions and it's just paraphrasing. He said, I have 800 billion naira hanging on me when I was the commissioner for science and technology 9 years ago. And he's a flat-hand liar now. You can even Google it. How would 800 billion naira be hanging on my neck? We are doing a referendum of the last 4 years. And we have quoted figures, we have quoted statistics that you people have failed. It is embarrassing and shameful that the entire teachers in Osun There are not a number of government teachers in some neighboring local government. My brother, Osun is the only state that has not done anything significant on Electricity Act since President Bola Tinubu signed it into law. The only thing they've done, they passed it in the House of Assembly, and that was all. We are saying that the referendum of the last 4 years has shown that the government has failed. You told him that a portion of the bridge collapse is stabilizing it. We just told him now that you awarded an airport project. So an interior decorator.
Engineer Mawai, so quick one. 2 days ago, it was in the news that APC said they don't really need federal might to win Osun election. How do you explain that?
Yes, we don't need federal might because what we are doing is a referendum of the last 4 years. The governor has failed, and the people knows the truth. I see him defending the University of Malaysia. How will it be? You are expecting children of the poor to pay 1.5 million naira for government-owned university. How much is LAUTECH? How much is LAUTECH? How much is Ekiti State University? Students are paying 1.5 million naira school fees, and he's on the studio justifying it. The people of Osun are ready. You see, I'm from Malaysia. All the roads that goes into my town are in terrible state. All the road that goes into Ikiro, Ife, Osogbo are in terrible state. All the 5 roads linking to the governor's town are all dualized 5. How do you think I will feel?
Okay, Engineer Mawai, hold on, please. HOB, the EFCC, the EFCC this afternoon has frozen Osun State government account with First Bank 10 days to the governorship election, according to documents seen by Vanguard. HOB, do you suspect any foul play here?
Perhaps it is one of the federal might they need, at least to make an impression in this election. If they don't do all this, my brother, I want to assure you and all Nigerians, they will be messed up big time. And Mr. Mawai here knows it. So they are just running at a skater, part of which is what they just did today, freezing account of the state government without any court order, without any prior notice or whatever. Even when the state government still has a duty. Election or no election, the state government has a duty to its citizens, the citizens of the state. But for us, you know, I've refrained myself from mentioning that as breaking as it is, because we are not deterred. We are not even bothered on it. As far as we are concerned, we are moving on. We have the people behind us, and thank goodness, this station will be coming to Osun State to witness that election. It will be one of the most interesting elections we have ever held in Nigeria. Forget all these shenanigans they are trying to add to the scene. Just we are enjoying it just to make the whole scene interesting. For
HOB,
us, if they like.
HOB,
yes.
Yeah, Accord announced their support, for President Tinubu some few days ago. And the governor, as of yesterday, came out to, say that what was happening could you make this clear? Do you think the president is not on your side, even though you have adopted him?
We don't even need the president to be on our side. It is where we have taken Nigerian to that even brought about this kind of question. We don't even have the president of Nigeria, the federal system of government does not even have to be on the side of any political party to win. Thank God he has used a very good time now that we are doing a referendum, and I assure you the people will vote yes to that referendum as far as Governor Ademola Adeleke is concerned for his re-election. For us, we have endorsed Mr. President. Just under normal circumstances, the president is a Yoruba man. His ancestral history has been traced to Osun State, and the president, our governor, Asiwaju Ademola Jackson Urudin Adeleke, felt that it is normal that we at least adopt him as our son, as the president of Nigeria.
Engineer Mawai,
it is nothing unusual. We are just giving him our support, but for everything they are doing, we want to believe that perhaps they are just dropping the name of Mr. President here and there. But for your question, I tell you arrogantly, confidently that Mr. Governor Asiwaju Ademola Jackson and Adeleke, we mess them up, we rubbish them, we defeat them massively. Come August 15 by the grace of God Almighty.
Engineer Mawai, your final word, your parting shot.
Okay, we just issued a statement now. It's so sad that the Osun workers were paid 20,000 in the last 24 hours. Coppers that the Osun State government paid 5,000. We also paid 20,000. And it was directly from the state government coffers for vote buying. These are workers that you did not take care of.
Oh, this is a weighty allegation, Engineer Mawai.
It's not. I just told you they paid all Osun workers 20,000. It's not even. They paid all Osun workers.
Do you have evidence for that?
20,000. I have a lot. I have a lot of family members that
Okay, your parting shot. Your parting shot in 1 minute.
My parting shot is Osun State under Adeleke is messed up. We just hope and prayers is voted out so that Osun State can move forward.
HOB, your parting shot.
Yes, by the grace of God, Osun State is housing the cradle of Yorubaris. We are not the kind of men to be bullied. And the people of Osun State are resolute about this. Federal might or no federal might. I want to assure the people of Osun State that their government is undaunted. Their governor is right in this election to win for them. Because anything you do that is not ultimately for the good of the people is nonsense. And that's why somebody like him is complaining.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. And that shall be how we draw the curtain on today's edition of The Quest. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, an informed electorate is the foundation of a stronger democracy. I remain your host, Olu Okikiola. Special thanks to my producer, Burola Yusuf, studio manager, Daniel Ojediro Dondi, production manager, Mr. Lati. And with that, I say God bless Nigeria.
88.7 FM.